How to spoil your child and create a monster. Come running the second you hear him cry. Rock him in the rocking chair or drive around in the car until he falls asleep. Breastfeed until the kid is 2.5. Organize your life around his comfort. He has the run of the house. No one in the house has any private space because no area is off limits to the golden child. He's never reprimanded. He never experiences consequences. Take everything you ever said about child rearing and throw it out the window. Show him love by buying toys, whatever he wants, so his room looks just like a toy store. And neighborhood kids, years older, come over to play. When you buy him an expensive gift, let him sell it to buy something else. Feed his pets for him. Give him a completely unrealistic experience of life so that he is completely unprepared for the harshness of the real world. So that when he's taken advantage of, when bad things happen to him, very bad things, he is unable to process it. When he displays inappropriate behavior, sweep it under the rug. Never get him the level of help he really needs. When he refuses to talk to his therapist, don't consider other options. When he runs away, just be happy when he comes back. Tell him nasty things about his father to ensure that they remain alienated from one another. Anytime you buy yourself a new car, give him the old one. When he decides to move out, pay his rent. When he never finishes anything he starts, be okay with it. When he makes plans with people but doesn't follow through, leaving them high and dry without the courtesy of a phone call, be okay with it. So he learns that it's okay to be flaky. You are always there to be his safety net, so he never has to hit rock bottom. You explain that he has depression, an inability to deal with other people. Never mind that no one should have to live that way. But when you don't tackle the problem head on, it only gets worse. Hide your head in the sand. Everyone can sense that there's something wrong with him, but you enable him to self-medicate and put an ever-expanding set of band-aids on the problem. Steroids for bigger and bigger muscles, testosterone therapy for depression, numerous plastic surgeries for his body dysmorphia. When he can't hold down a job, nor complete his degree, and drops out of vocational school, be okay with it. Pay off his student loans. Build him an apartment in your garage so he can have his privacy. When he steals your prescription meds and you finally realize the severity of his drug problem, don't kick him out. Don't send him to rehab. When he threatens to leave forever and never see you again, give in to his emotional blackmail. When he turns his back on his family and friends, isolating himself in the free home you've provided for months and months on end, cover for him. Lie. You mustn't tell anyone the truth about what's really going on in that house, for fear that he might find out that you've betrayed him and exact some horrible revenge. Do as he commands, and push away the family and friends who loved him, who cared for him, and wanted to be there for him in his hour of need. They are a threat to be avoided at all costs, because when they show up at your door, worried sick after no one has seen or heard from him for months and months on end after talking about suicide, that will only get you in trouble with the golden child. And you don't want any more trouble. Enable him to do it all his way. Enable him to wallow in his delusions. Enable him to dictate what is reality for your family. Fool yourself that he knows what's best for him. Fool yourself that you're doing the right thing. Fool yourself that anyone who challenges you is the real problem. Fool yourself that he's getting better. Remain blind to what is glaringly and painfully obvious to everyone else. You created a monster.